We are 3 weeks until Election Day, and many Republican senators are fighting for their political lives. As they struggle to stay afloat, some are coming to the realization that they're towing a President Trump-shaped anchor, and they're starting to distance themselves from the man at the top of the ticket. Listen to North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis apparently looking ahead, arguing that he'd be a watchdog on a President Biden. He said, quote, "The best check on a Biden presidency is for Republicans to have a majority in the Senate. And I do think checks and balances does resonate with North Carolina voters." In Colorado, Cory Gardner, a vulnerable Republican, declined to answer whether he is proud of the Republican response to the pandemic.
As a member of the Senate, are you proud of the way the Republican majority is handling the pandemic?
We have to improve our work each and every day, Republicans and Democrats.
The question was, are you proud of the way the Senate is handling? So let me ask you, are you proud of the way the president is handling the pandemic?
We have to do work each and every day to make sure that we are proud of our response.
Now, Gardner also declined to say whether he is proud of his support of the president.
Are you proud of your support for Donald Trump?
I'm proud of the work that we have done together.
He's not the only vulnerable Republican senator having a tough time answering that question.
Are you proud of your support for President Trump?
Well, I'm proud that I'm fighting for Arizonans on things like cutting your taxes.
Senator, the question was, are you proud of your support for President Trump?
I'm proud to be fighting for Arizona every single day.
Is that a yes or a no for President
Putting
Trump?
legislation on President Trump's desk.
In Texas, Senator John Cornyn said this about the president's response to the coronavirus, quote, "I think he let his guard down, and I think in his desire to try to demonstrate that we are somehow coming out of this and that the danger is not still with us, I think he got out over his skis, and frankly, I think it's a lesson to all of us that we need to exercise self-discipline." Cornyn, joined by the Republican leader of the Senate, Mitch McConnell, who is breaking with the president on a couple issues recently, including Trump's handling of the pandemic.
I haven't actually been to the White House since August the 6th because my impression was their approach to how to handle this was different from mine and what I insisted that we do in the Senate, which is to wear masks and practice social distancing.
Senate Republicans and the president are not even on the same page with the much-needed stimulus package to help American individuals and businesses who are suffering economically. The president's position keeps shifting, but as of this moment, he wants to see an even bigger deal than his own party has been pushing.
I would like to see a bigger stimulus package, frankly, than either the Democrats or the Republicans are offering.
But here's the Republican who he would need to make that happen.
I think that's unlikely in the next 3 weeks.
Now, these Republicans are trying to thread the needle, distance themselves from the president without fully breaking with him. But other GOP senators are all in, like Lindsey Graham, Kelly Loeffler, Joni Ernst, who are tying their success to their support of the president. So why are some Republicans starting to worry that they can't do that? Let's just take a look at this. Democrats are smashing fundraising records in many Senate races. In North Carolina, Cal Cunningham brought in more in the third quarter than the last Democratic incumbent did in her entire campaign. That's ditto for the Democratic challenger in Colorado. In Iowa, not only did the Democratic challenger just raise more than Joni Ernst's 2014 opponent, but Teresa Greenfield has raised more than both Ernst and her 2014 challenger did combined. In South Carolina, Jamie Harrison just raised $57 million in the third quarter. That's a record. Democratic challengers in Texas and Georgia also reported huge hauls. So Republicans are looking at the polls and they're looking at the money and they're hedging their bets. They're still on the SS Donald Trump, but they are inching toward the lifeboats here. And here's the thing, though. They're way out at sea, and they're anxiously wondering if their constituents are going to throw them a line. We are going to know that here in a few weeks.